Speaking of other unfortunate things, this is maybe too near the edge for the show, but again, delete the VOD, memory hole the episode, pretend it never happened. How much do you think a typo can cost you, Sam? And how bad can a typo really be?
I'd say cost you a sponsorship. I don't know. I don't know though. That would be pretty hard. What would you have to fuck up a typo on?
Well, let's have a look at what the Charlotte Observer's got to say. So this is, and when I looked at it, it could actually be a legit typo.
No.
Now, I just want to say I have nightmares about things like this. There's like phraseology from my childhood that is like it's ingrained in there, not like racist words, but like terms that, if said in a certain context, could be perceived to be, racially insensitive or whatever, So you're like, oh God, what if I ever accidentally like said them and people didn't understand the context? Or what if I use this phrase? There's certain phrases now that we've kind of caught up to that have like, racist connotations and racist history that they're sort of pushing away from. They're like the term nitty gritty. If you look into what the nitty, when people say let's get down to the nitty gritty, they mean let's get right down to the essence of what we're talking about. But then you go and look what the nitty gritty was, and the nitty gritty was the dust from accumulation of human remains and skin on the floor of slave ships. That's what they used to call it. Yeah. And we just walk around and say that every day in a plaza. Well, let's get down to the nitty. And you go, oh, God, no, that's not actually. That's not actually. That's the etymology of that particular phrase. So there's loads of phrases that I like massively worry about. And equally as well, I always worry like, so it is another like recurring nightmare of mine. Because obviously, I've said this many times, Sam, when it comes to porn,
that's a good time to phrase. Hang on. You said when it comes to porn, Discord phrase. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to porn, I have to have a think about like, I have to keep changing it up. I gotta keep it fresh. Right? So I'm always having a type, like, oh, this thing, that thing. Will this scratch the itch? Who knows? And what I'm always terrified of, and this has happened to some celebrities, is somehow you accidentally do it in your Twitter bar and you just tweet it out.
Yeah, but that don't happen, mate. You have to.
It does, mate. It happened to the guy who plays Hank in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, well, he's a mess, isn't he? He
caught Walter White.
Yeah, but he's a boomer, mate. He doesn't know how fucking computers work. He sees a bar, he types it in, he thinks it'll send. He's just a mess. You understand the difference between Twitter and Google or Pornhub. You can figure that out, I think.
Yeah, no, but hang on. Like, let me... Dean Norris, I'll tell you what he typed. He typed sex gifs is what he just typed. Like, he just typed sex gifs, just 2 words. It's not that bad. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, so he can... That's embarrassing. If I type in sissy hypno femboy cat girl...
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I read it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I tweet that out. Then imagine the embarrassment.
What do you mean? You'd have to hit tweet.
You've got to be careful.
Enter on a tweet, it doesn't send, right? You have to hit tweet.
Well, yeah, but it's just a recurring nightmare, Sam. It doesn't have to be real. Doesn't have to be real. But anyway, so yeah, I have nightmares about that stuff. So I am mad paranoid that, like, what if I say the wrong thing or use a phrase in a context that's completely, like, instead... Because, like, the cancel culture shit is so fucking fierce. Like, you ain't coming back from it. Like, if you really fuck up bad, it's just over for you. And this guy, he's lived my nightmare. Because I looked at it. I've even done the math on the keyboard. It's fully legit how easy this is. So the Charlotte Hornets have a radio announcer, right, who does like their play-by-play for their games, called John Falk. I mean, it's already like a parody. This is when we get into the meat of the story. And he sent a tweet out that had the N-word in it, right? And what he'd done was the Utah Jazz were playing the Denver Nuggets.
Right.
And he tweeted out, shot making in this jazz N-word game is awesome. Murray and Mitchell going back and forth, and what a game. And what you realise
The
is...
context is so obviously not that, is he? Why would he type?
Yeah, and I know. Well, coming out in a second, but just
Right.
look at the word nugget, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at
And
my
look,
keyboard, I
the
see what it
U
is,
is
yeah.
next to an I, the T is next to an R. That's the fucking nightmare right there. You know, he's made both errors. He's made both the errors he's had to do. Because people said, oh, it's an autocomplete. People said, oh, it must be an autocomplete, but it ain't.
From before.
Yeah, that's what they said at first. Going, well, he must use those words all the time to
But
cancel
okay,
culture's fears.
but let's even accept that, right? Do you think he uses that word so much he uses it more than the word nuggets, even as a professional?
Yeah, even as a
NBA
professional.
caster?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense, does
Exactly, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's legit the worst possible typo we could have made. U is next to the I, T is next to the R. He trips up over both. Oh my God. The preceding word is jazz. This is a nightmare. Jazz N words. It's unbelievably bad. So he's been suspended. He's been suspended.
I don't
And
get what is he getting punished for lack of fuck? I don't even. You know what I mean? What's he gonna learn from that? Never make a mistake. Like, it's not like he's doing a mistake of.
Well, I know
judgment.
that's the thing.
He has made a physical input error on a machine.
Yeah, I know. It's mad. That's what I'm saying. It's horrible. Fuck called his error a horrible mistake and blamed it on trying to post his thoughts on Twitter too quickly. He said he never used. Yeah, I know. He said he never uses the N word, and that it was a typo of the word nuggets, and absolutely not an autocorrect error, as some people had alleged. So he's suspended now. Like,
Also, I'm not a tech genius, but I don't think phones would add that to your autocorrect even if you typed it all the time. I assume there's some kind of filter. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, to be fair, but I would assume there would.
It's like, honestly, mate, I broke out in a sweat when I saw that story. I thought, fucking hell, like, fucking hell, can you imagine? No one would give me the benefit of the doubt for that. If I had to call someone a nugget and got it wrong,
Well,
it would just be game over.
Make sure you redo tweet before you press enter from now on, mate.
Yeah, I know, mate. But like, I'm already, mate, nothing's ever deleted off the internet, and they've fucked with Twitter so much right now. Used to be back in the day, if you insta-deleted something, people wouldn't have seen it because it wouldn't have been pushed out to your followers. But now, even after you've deleted it, the tweet still lives there. Yeah, and people can screenshot it, and yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. It fills me with terror, like.
Just proofread everything, mate. You'll be fine.
I'm just
work on your typing. Work on your typing.
Mate, I got a fucked up hand, haven't I? Already got 2 fingers been reattached. Can't exactly feel what I'm doing. I have to compensate with a weird typing style so I can keep my typing speed up.
Or just never type the word. Just dedicate yourself to never use the word nugget or talk about the Denver Nuggets.
100% gonna have to, aren't I? I'm just what if it's like
golden nuggets?
Whoever types I love chicken nuggets wins a lifetime supply of chicken nuggets.
Like, just buy yourself some nugs instead.
Lifetime supply, Sam, for free.
Yeah, lifetime for normal humans. You think that isn't as many as you can eat? That means they'll probably give you 4 a day for the rest of your life. Just buy some.
You don't know that.
That's how they usually do it, mate. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you with the free giveaways.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just saying, mate, I don't know about you, but I just break out in a cold sweat even thinking about that stuff.